Sorry. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome inside the Olympic Ice Arena for today's ACHA D1 club rivalry matchup between the Duquesne Dukes and your Robert Morris University Colonials. I'm Caden McCrory alongside Andrew Keel. After a nice little two-game stretch last week for RMU with their charity game against Kent State and a huge win over Mercyhurst, they're really feeling themselves coming into this game versus Duquesne.
Definitely, especially against a team that is currently 4-11 on the old docket this season. So definitely one that will boost the confidence, I believe.
Yes, at Mercyhurst had a commanding 7-1 victory, and that's thanks to a guy who's really starting to surprise us here. He's slowly moving his way up the depth chart. He had 2 goals against Mercyhurst, including the empty netter, the infamous McFlurry call that a little bit viral. Anthony Sharamonte is really starting to find himself.
He is definitely starting to find himself. 6 goals, 9 points so far this season, most of those coming recently. Seems like we're saying that every week. Oh, most of their points coming recently. We said that without Keith Reed last week. Every week it seems to be a new person starting up, and that's a good thing if you're the Colonials.
As for Duquesne, it looks like Shane Nolan is leading the way for them. 8 goals, 10 points on the season so far for Duquesne. It's a team that hasn't found the back of the net a lot as of recently. They've kind of struggled to put pucks in the back of the net, and the goaltender, Robert Halyama, is trying everything he can, but, you know, you look at the goals against and save percentage for him at .437 and .907. You know he's seen a lot of shots come his way.
Definitely is. If you're looking at an over 4 goals against, but still over 900 save percentage, I mean, you're seeing close to 50 shots a night, and that's not good if you're a goaltender.
As for RMU, they went with Reno Patrick on charity tonight. They went with the freshman Caleb McCabe against Mercyhurst tonight. They're going to go to Patrick Colburn. Colburn infamously has had really good starts. He's had a couple off starts here and there, but he's going to get the call tonight for the Colonials in Duquesne. But Coach Joseph has a lot of faith in this freshman netminder.
Yes, he does. Currently sitting in a 1-4 record, which is not something to take lightly, but 4.91 goals against, .894 save percentage. So it seems like he's right on the edge of being, a good goaltender and having, the stats that Hoyama had, where you're facing a lot of shots every night.
A couple lineup changes from RMU tonight as Sal DiDomenico in an arm sling. He's going to be out for the remainder of the season, it seems here. But going back to replace him, Tyler Draper and Alejandro Apud will jump back to the defensive position, which is a little different than what we're used to seeing. George Macacostas and Hunter Hodgson both get a night off tonight. Just get a little bit of rest in there for them moving forward. They want to have a nice little Thanksgiving break, get the body healed in the right direction. But Travis Strutt, Braden Martin, both freshmen, will enter the 4th line lineup with Trevor Kohlberg for them. So it's good to see some of these freshmen get some game action, especially divisional game action, where sometimes Coach Joseph wouldn't be the one to tap your name and say, hey, you're going out here. You're going to have a good shift. You're going to need to supply something for us. And tonight, a lot of freshmen are going to be called upon to do that.
A lot of trust in the freshman Coach Joseph has, especially with the breaks having some effect on the lineup.
Duquesne rocking the blue jerseys tonight, the red stripes, red numbering. RMU and the grays, the new introduced grays for this season, have been rocking them. I believe they did wear them on the road at some point as well. So it's been they've been rocking the color schemes kind of very well here these last couple of games. Here's the Duquesne Dukes in front of our camera now. Let's meet them. Sam Hoyen will get the start for the alternate captain. CJ Simone as well, 12 points on the season, one of the other leading goal getters on this team, along with Shane Nolan wearing number 21. Tristan Lloyd going back on defense, along with number 19, Drew Palmer. And Robbie Halyama starting in net, number 32 for the Dukes. Or the gray and blue. Gray, red, and blue, however you want to word it.
Yeah.
Not necessarily the red, white, and blue, but gray, red, white, and blue, I would assume here. Anthony Sharamonte's line will get the go here to start this. Another player who's been really hot as of late, Connor Moran, had a couple throughout the weekend. And then Garrett Walker, the sophomore out of New York, will be centering those two tonight. The big Andrew Finnegan made his presence known early in that Kent State game with a beautiful hip check. And then Tyler Draper, as mentioned, the alternate captain, will be stepping back defensively tonight. And Patrick Colburn, as mentioned, getting the start in net. So now we will hand it over to the one, the only, the famous Mr. John Tucci for the playing of our Star Spangled Banner. We will send over to him now. Wonderful job there by John Tucci, and also Austin McLean next to us, giving us a little rendition of his own here for his version of the national anthem.
Yes.
Very similar to John Tucci's, but always great to have him in for the final D1 game before we head to Thanksgiving break for, I believe, just for both sides. Both sides after today will get the nice little holiday weekend off and, enjoy a nice little, 14-day break for both sides before they hit the ice again. Just about.
I do believe so.
Until game action, I'd say.
Yes.
You got to get back and practice for them at some points as
Yes.
well, but 14 days without a game might be a little rough, but definitely well-deserved. Get some guys healthy is the big thing probably for both sides. For RMU, you got some bumps and bruises. You're without DiDomenico and Logis most likely for the remainder of this season, so you want everyone else at full strength.
You definitely want everyone else at full strength, but 14 games without 14 days without a game. That's like D4 level.
Oh, okay. So you just wanted to put that out there for yourself, didn't you?
Oh, yes.
It'll be Hoyen and Walker on the opening face-off here from the Olympic Arena. Dukes and Colonials, here we go. Hoyen gets tied up on that one. Will go back to Lloyd, played over, and now sent in. Finnegan, the first back to retrieve for the Colonials. He'll head behind the net, go around the wall to Sharamonte. Off the wall, picked off by the Dukes. They'll make a move in off the stick of Hoyen. Rolled up high, rolling off the stick of Palmer. Shot coming in and blocked away. Finnegan to the wall. Sharamonte ties up. He puts that one in the direction of Lloyd. Does not go. Passes stick of Draper. And that'll be an icing against the Dukes as Finnegan and Hoyen both battling for possession there. Icing goes along. Only 29 seconds in, Andrew. Not a lot to really judge on so far. Both teams just trying to get their feet wet. But the solid part here for the Colonials, they can make the offensive change.
That is a good point for the Colonials. Not long, but the Duquesne Dukes, definitely unlikely that change.
Behind the net off the draw, they'll win it. Reed's unit on here with Sean Patton and Giovanni Palumbo as Reed with a massive hit into the wall against Shane Nolan. He went to the zone. Reed coming in, fires one, goes wide of Halyama. Patton behind the net to Reed. Shakes off the hit, sends it towards Patton's direction. Reed calls off Draper, backs it in on the net. Palumbo wrestling away with the puck here. Reed tied up with them. 3 Dukes against 2 Colonials. Down low, Reed sends it in front, up high to the point. Draper fires one on net, loose puck comes out, and Palumbo couldn't knock that one down. And now the chance the other way for Duquesne. Finnegan getting back and laying the body along there against Duquesne. Shot coming in, hits off a stick into the meshing, behind Colburn. Out of play, we'll get a whistle here at 18:41.
Not a lot of shots either way, just, couple 80 seconds into this game. Not many shots either way, so we can't really test how either team's going to play this game yet.
I'll say that Reed unit had a nice couple of chances. As you mentioned, nothing really towards the net, but enough to provide a little mayhem in front of Halyama, put Duquesne's defense on edge here. The Hearst unit comes on with Ragno and David Zerner. Ragno wrestling down, gets dragged down to the ice, and that'll be called. It'll be hooking against number 4, Colin Moore. And the RMU power play will get started really early into this one.
Yeah, it does look like that was an obvious hooking.
Yes, very obvious hooking.
As we will get the first look at the RMU power play, and they seem to be in a strong swing recently.
They have been, and they're going to send a unique unit out to start. You don't see a Palumbo on this unit. You don't see a Hodgson in this unit because Hodgson, of course, isn't in the lineup tonight. But Walker on the draw, Zerner and Draper seem to be the 2 bodies in front with Ragno and Hurst, the 2 men controlling up high. Duquesne with a quick dump in, Colburn out of his crease to leave that one off.
Which is interesting. You don't really see no defense power play, but Draper's technically a defenseman, but he's lined up in the wing.
Technically.
So technically.
Here's Walker. He's going to enter the zone, going to send that one off the post, trying to go around the net. And that's an easy dump there for Duquesne with a chase coming on from Joe Reinbold. There's Hurst. Sends it along the wall. No Colonials, fairly close to that, and an easy push back in by Tristan Lloyd and turned over. Ragno along the benches. Enters. He's going to draw that one back to Hurst, controlling the blue line. Hurst down low to Ragno. Ragno looking for the shot. Elects to go down low to Walker. Walker goes up high to Hurst. Kicks it to his forehand. Down low to Walker. Goes across. Ragno to Hurst. Tries to send it through traffic. Reinbold gets a block on. Hurst to Walker. Tries to go down low. That'll head out of the arena. And they're going to have to throw that puck back in play. And a new power play unit will come on with just under a minute left on that power play clock.
Good job by Coach Joseph to switch out the power play unit whenever they got a chance. I mean, you don't want to get too tired out there. Stick out there for 2 minutes, and that's a long shift for out there. Even if you're on the power play, it's a long shift, and you're tired after 2 minutes.
Palumbo's unit on with Moran, Finnegan, and Sharamonte. Very different, and Reed, excuse me. So a very different one as Purdue's going to lose that one at the blue line. Purdue, backpedaling, goes along the wall to Reed. Reed retreats with the pressure coming off to Connor Moran. Moran enters the blue line, sends that behind Halyama. Sharamonte first down there. Looks to set up for the Colonials, goes up high to Purdue. Purdue fires one on, net puck is loose. Backhand by Moran, goes wide of the net. Clearing attempt is successful there off the stick of EJ Ferris. Colburn, the quick up, 20 seconds to go on this penalty. Moore is off 2 for hooking. Palumbo entering, fires one, tries to go up high. And that'll go off the crossbar into the netting. And we'll get a stoppage here, 16:44.
Palumbo with a head of steam coming down on that one. He was cooking. He gets around 1 and 2 and able to dangle around his way to a nice scoring opportunity, but hits the crossbar.
Couple men come off. Isaac and Byrne step on.
Do believe they're setting up for the end of this power play to not have 6 forwards on the ice, including Colburn.
Here's Reed. Tries to go back, and that'll be set down. A nice win off the draw and a better clearing attempt there from Brian Butler. Colburn leaves off for Nathan Isaac. The junior defenseman has really had a strong season so far. A lot of more trust in him this year with a bunch of defensemen kind of getting hurt throughout the vicinity of this season. Here's Moran. Draws that one back to Rob Byrne. Back on defense again is Rob Byrne. Has been back there for the past couple of weeks. And starting to solidify a role here. Is playing a lot of ice time back in the defensive role. We've known to seen him throughout the seasons, the past 2 specifically, of playing a lot of a defensive-minded game as a shot comes in and Colburn will make the stop on that one, and Byrne gets right into the front of the net to protect his goaltender.
Great save there by Colburn. Looked like it, based on his reaction, lost, kind of bounced off, got a deflection on the way in. Trouble finding my word there. But a great glove save there on a puck that was obviously bouncing around.
Next unit hops on here for Coach Joseph. Off the draw, works back the point, shot comes in, redeflected in front, Colburn down, where's the puck? It's along the post, no goal, Colburn sprawling across to make that save.
Colburn looking like prime Marc-Andre Fleury out there laying on his stomach as he's able to cover that one.
That Martin line's the one that's out there now with Kohlberg and Strutt. That's the line that is, between the couple of them, don't get a lot of ice time, so definitely they're testing early to see how well this unit can handle the pressure and make the most of their moment in this hockey game. Apud back defensively is mentioned too. So looking like a technical 4 forwards out on the ice here. Behind the net, it'll roll Purdue, the lone defenseman out there. Played along the wall, kept alive up high. Shot comes in from Scholes, blocked away. Carter Scholes, a friend of the broadcasting crew, played a nice bit of deck hockey with him for, I think, close to 6-7 years. Good to see him. Hopefully, I wish he was on our side. A heck of a hockey player, but unfortunate luck of the draw is he's on the Duquesne side of things for this one. Here's Apud. Across to Matt Purdue. Forward to Braden Martin. Looks for the chip in. Scholes takes it away. Passes through the middle. Got his man coming down. It's Werner, the captain for this Duke squad. Fires one towards the net for the pass. Patton, the one getting back there to break it up. Duke's looking to roll up high. Turned over. And now the other way with some steam is Reed. Reed works to the outside. Gets hit along the wall. Patton in to help. Goes back up high to Reed. Reed looking. Goes across for Finnegan. Rolls off his stick. Finnegan puts it towards the net. Reed tried to deflect it. And that'll roll all the way to center ice where Draper will move it forward to Reed. At center with pressure on him. Just sends it into the corner. Close to a high stick if he touched it. Colonials changing behind the play. Lloyd pressured by Patton as those two guard hard into the wall. RMU offside's got to retouch up, and they do. Duke's looking to get out of their own zone. Nice pass across to Ethan George. George fires one, blocked away by Draper. Draper meets with George into the corner. Puck's tied up in the skates. Zerner in there to help, along with Brandon Barger. Zerner, the one to come out with it. Gets it across center. Now across the blue line, puts it into the corner. As he gets crunched there. Go in front, shot coming in, save made by Hayama on Hurst. Zerner behind the net for Ragnar, looks to wrap it. Gets taken down hard by Lloyd. And then a hit by Zerner as he throws his man hard into the wall. Receiving end was E.J. Ferris. Zerner stops behind his net, looks to roll up high to Isaac. Isaac with pressure, puts it on the net, and it goes wide off the deflection. Clearing attempt. Kept alive, Ragnar. Sends this one behind the net, goes in front. Isaac at the blue line, looking for the change, fires one towards the net, blocked away. Ragnar chipping. RMU offense on this possession. Ragnar skates it, fires one, rebound. Nice save by Hayama with the pad. Reaching across, and now the other way, Duquesne will just send it on net to Colburn, and they're looking for that full sail change, Andrew. All RMU for the past minute.
All RMU for maybe more than a minute, maybe even 2 minutes. It's been all RMU. That line of Ragnar, Hurst, and Zerner were cooking.
Here's Walker, dangles around, puts it into the corner. Shields away the hit, gets taken down, colliding with Tom Lorze. Tongue-tied up for a second there. Happens to the best of us. Here's Moran, sends that in as he collides with the linesman along with the bench on the receiving end of that check. Duquesne looks to clear off the stick of Moran, rolling towards center. Palmer sends it along. Shot comes in. Colburn with the stop. RMU looking to get out. Palumbo sends it through the middle to Hurst. Sharamonte. Moran, drop pass to Byrne. Offsides, RMU's. I think Walker just a little too early entering the zone.
I believe it was Walker, so correct assessment there.
Hard to see. We have the Olympic Arena is not the most ideal setup. There's only one outlet in the entire arena that we can use, and that puts us in this corner. So we have a beam. That's our problem. We have, only seeing one side of the ice is our problem.
Yeah, we cannot see numbers when they're coming toward us.
It's hard. It's very hard. Colberg up high to a poo, put on net by Martin. Good redeflection. Strutt behind the net to Colberg. Gets that stripped away from him. Martin chasing it down. Applies the hit. Escaping is Madalo. Max Madalo. Enters the zone. Goes out wide. Marshall through the middle. Intercepted by RMU. With some steam. Thrown in by Purdue on net. And stopped by Hayama. Purdue playing back defensively. Strutt let that one go through Purdue. Duquesne's going to change. It'll be no icing. So they can take their time getting their players off the ice.
One-man pressure there from the Dukes. Does look like number 23, Marshall, is not going to be able to make that change yet.
You get 4 out of 5 off. It's better than 0 out of 5.
That is
the one thing coaches are going to say time and time again.
As he's coming off now.
Yeah, now he can get off, especially when you get back. Here comes Martin. Puts a knuckler on net. That rolls off the stick of 19 in blue, Palmer, and wide. RMU's defensive pressure chipping in off of Draper. As he collides hard into the wall, wrestling away there with Don Lombardo. Colburn out of his net, plays it off, intercepted. He got to get back, backhand attempt, and goes wide of the net. Draper takes his man in front, down to the ice. Patton. Wrestling away with it. Dukes circling. Koritz dragged down by Draper. A bunch of bodies tied up there. And now eventually RMU can escape with it. Off the stick of Patton. Has a man down. Patton with some speed across. And a save by Hayama, robbing Gio Palumbo on the doorstep. Palumbo in front, looks for Reed. Couldn't hit it. Up high, that'll roll out as Palumbo gets dragged to the ice from a Duquesne defender. Entering is Isaac on net. Stopped and will be covered as Reed gives a little spray job for an extra love to Hayama.
Great segment there by Hayama. Able to make multiple saves in a row. The Colonials have been all over Duquesne.
Man, the pressure of this team right now, you saw in the early beginnings of the year now, a little slow to get started. But ever since that Ragnar-Hurst shift with Zerner, I don't know what happened. They're on the ice right now. That's what made me bring it up. Is that last shift they had was one of the best shifts I've seen all season from any RMU line.
And the best shift that has not resulted in a goal.
Exactly.
We can definitely tell you that.
Yes. Ragno turns. Shot comes in from wide and sails behind the net and now turned over. Through the stick of Isaac, a chance the other way for Berger. As he gets thrown down by Bird. A huge hit in open ice from the Birdman.
You got burned on that one.
Ooh. Other way, Hurst. Through the middle to Ragno. Ragno enters for RMU. Across the blue line, works out wide for Hurst. Hurst coming down to the backhand and just goes wide of the net.
Just a little high on that backhand flip.
Zerner attempted for Isaac up high. Little divot in the ice prevents it. Colburn will hold off and leave it for Isaac. Another great chance for this line. Zerner lets that one go in off the chip. Hurst the one to chase. Hurst shakes off the hit. Scholes brings it up for the Duquesne Dukes. Goes out wide. Nolan goes to center. Fires one on net. Gets taken down by numbered fellow 21 Apud and stopped by Colburn. Nice little stop and not a lot of traffic in front. Colburn probably 10 times out of 10 can make that save with no traffic.
Definitely, but once again, another instance where numbers go at each other.
Yeah, 21 on 21 is we're going to see a trainer make their way to the Duquesne bench as one of the players does have his helmet off.
We can't see numbers from here,
Yes,
though.
we can't. So we'll try to get you updated on who it may be and their availability to return in this game as soon as we can figure out who it may be and if the helmet comes back on. Other way, turned over the Dukes. It's Hoyen. Goes on the backhand, chance in front. Tried to go to the forehand, stopped by Colburn as he gets hit down to the ice. And he's trying to get back up. He now does. And got a piece of that one. Another one towards the net blocked away. And now Sharamonte with some space. Entering. Turns to his backhand, shoveling. Tried to go high to Moran. Couldn't find him. Just a little behind the play. And now the Dukes the other way. Simone fires one over the glove and wide of Colburn. At the blue line, Moran. Sends it over. Sharamonte with speed. Works out wide. Fires one, and Halyama will make the stop and get the whistle.
Couple turnovers there in the defensive zone for the Colonials. First one by Colburn not too long ago. Turned that one right over. Had to get back in his crease quickly, but a lot of turnovers lead to a couple good chances for the Duquesne Dukes.
RMU's going to throw the Reed, Patton, and Palumbo line out. Palumbo the one to take the draw right-handed. Sends it towards Reed. Back it goes to Draper off his stick. Chance the other way for Alex Golden. Golden comes behind the net and dropped away by Finnegan. Along the wall to Marshall. Bodied away by Reed as he throws his man down to the ice with Draper. Palumbo up high to Reed. Reed across the blue line, staying on side to fire one. Pad stopped by Halyama. Palumbo gets shaked off the hit. Patton throws a body against Lloyd as those two still tied up, and eventually Patton skates away.
That last hit knocking over the tape on over on the boards from Mitch Klim and Luke Zukowski.
Nice glove stop there from out wide on Colburn. 7:36 to go. Now I don't want to see that tape continue to keep falling off here. They're trying to hold their own stuff up here. At least, our camera's away from the glass. So if
Yes.
anything happens,
Yes.
our camera's still okay.
And our table is just a little bit off the board, so no shaking will cause anything to rupture.
It'll
on
shake
our
on
end.
its own. It's not very well balanced
Yes.
whatsoever. Fourth line out for Coach Joseph. Stepping in is Koritz. Plays it down low and turned over. Can it be deflected out? Martin. And there was Strutt. Isaac goes along through the front of the net. And now Martin with some speed. He's going to take it in himself. Martin throws an on-net up knuckler bouncing. And Strutt couldn't pull the trigger as he was tied up with the Duke defender. Duquesne goes for the stretch pass. Perfectly reading it is Isaac. Forward to Martin. Now it's center burn. Gets the center line. Will send that one down himself. Pressure coming from Strutt. Turned over, fires and scores! Travis Strutt, his first career ACHA goal, gets the Colonials on the board with an absolute snipe in front of Halyama. 1-0 RMU.
A great shot there by Strutt. A great way to get your first career goal as it was an absolute snipe out in front. And this fourth line of people who, don't get to play as much, proving that they probably should.
That's one way to make your mark, Mr. Strutt. Wide open in front. The pass coming in from, I believe, Braden Martin. And, man, you have that much time. You better rip it home. And Strutt did exactly that. Here's Ragno off the draw. Ragno works to the backhand. Gets shaken off the hit there. Zerner collects. Down to Ragno. Loose puck. Picked up by Duquesne as they look to clear. Hurst gets a stick on the clearing attempt. And now Zerner lines up his hit as he collides and the helmet taken off for a brief moment of EJ Ferris. Hurst, the one to chase. Down low to Ragno. Gets taken into the wall. There's Zerner, not a fan of it as he takes an extra couple of love taps to Ferris. He will head off as now Zerner will meet with a couple Duquesne players here. So Zerner's going to sit for 2. If I heard correctly, Martin get the lone assist on Strutskul?
I do believe so. I was a little bit focused on the action going in front of us, but I do believe that was what the call was.
So that'll be Martin's first career point as well. Yay! First points all around. But the not-so-yay part, if you're an RMU fan, is Zerner did not like the extra couple taps given to his line mate and will sit for 2 minutes here.
As we have another instance of the podcast.
Yes, we do, don't we?
Another good performance after coming on the podcast.
What
this
a
one
shocker.
from Martin. This is our plug to everyone on any team to come on the podcast.
Let's just say Brandon Lindsay's going to score his first career goal tomorrow? What?
Maybe.
I don't know. Duquesne's going to get their first power play of the game. And it looks like we're going to get a call for somebody here. It's going to be a slash.
Interference.
Or interference, excuse me. Who's it going to be? It's going to be a Duquesne Duke, it seems, and we're going to go to 4-on-4. So interference will be called. We'll wait for the number to turn around here to get the official wording on who it'll be. It
11.
Looks like it's going to be 11. It's going to be Don Lombardo. 2 for interference. And, 5 seconds? Well, I'd say they didn't touch until about a second or 2 in. So, 4 seconds into the power play?
Yeah.
And he goes to the box.
And unhappy about it as he slams the door shut.
It was hard to see, obviously, with our angles here, but I saw Finnegan's stick go flying across the ice. And I feel like that might have been a little bit of Lombardo's doing.
There may have been something there.
Maybe. So 4-on-4 hockey, now the icing is back in play for both teams here. They're cross-checking, I guess. Not interference.
I do.
Oh, wait, they're just waiting. Okay, I was going to say, I saw an interference signal. I don't know where the cross-check
I saw the interference signal.
They're just doing both penalties at once.
Yes.
Okay, that's fair.
Phil Pachinski.
Yeah, thanks, Phil. Just a little late on that.
Confused us.
Turned over at center, Sharamonte. Leaves that off for Draper. Backed off to Sharamonte. Has some speed to his game. He's going to drop that off for Moran. Moran and Sharamonte work together on the penalty kill. So the unmatched chemistry as they also were on a line together as of recently. Here's Moran behind the net to his backhand. Moran shovels forward the net for Finnegan. Finnegan in front for Sharamonte. Puck is loose. Tried to go up high to Moran. Couldn't reach for that one. Finnegan controlling the top of the blue line. Skates across it. Fires one on net. Goes behind. Sharamonte collects it. Sends it up high to Finnegan. Crosses back over to Sharamonte. Moran towards the front of the net. Finnegan at the blue line. Stays on sides. Behind the net now for Moran. All RMU on this 4-on-4 so far. Sharamonte in front. Looked for Moran. Couldn't complete the pass. And now the other way. Chipping around is Alex Golden. Puts that one towards Colburn. Both teams changing on this dump from Duquesne. We got 25 seconds until Zerner exits the box, and then just a couple seconds behind until Lombardo exits. Here's Reed entering. Looks for the drop. Reed looks, fires, and scores! Keith Reed from the slot beats Halyama up high. RMU makes it 2-0 on the 4-on-4.
I can tell you what, Halyama could not read that shot coming, as Reed is going to bury that one top corner, top cheddar, as I like to say, as RMU is going to take a 2-0 lead with just 4 minutes left in this period.
7th goal of the season for Keith Reed. An absolute beauty. That's 2 goals in a row where they left the guy alone in front of Halyama, and they haven't made a mistake going up high. Maybe something they saw earlier in the game. Or maybe just in film prior, where I don't know how they keep getting by themselves in front of the goaltender, but hey, whatever works.
They're not going to complain.
Gio Palumbo will get the primary assist as he works his way closer to 100 career points. He's getting fairly close, I think within 15 or 16 now, because I know he hit across the 80 mark, I believe, but he's slowly making his way up there.
That'd be an incredible feat.
Man, I remember, was it last year that Adamski hit his?
Yes, in the opening game of the season.
That's right.
Because he had a hat trick.
That's right. He went like 99, 100, and 101, all in the same game there.
Almost the same period, I believe.
So that here I have the official. It was his 88th point of the season. So we have 12 more until Palumbo hits a 100 career.
That'd be incredible.
Here's Zerner. In front, looks for the pass of Ragno. Nice job getting back there was the Duke defense as that'll go into the netting. Brian Butler, number 8, has been around the puck a lot there. Nice job here shielding off Corbin Ragno in front.
Good job there, as that one was destined for the back of the net if his stick was not there. No way was Halyama getting over to make that save.
Next unit comes on here. Palumbo's unit back on the ice again. As we've seen, all 4 lines really starting to feel it. Something we haven't seen in a lot of games, where all 4 lines are rolling consecutively and putting this pressure in front of the opposing defense and netminder. Here's Colburn out of his net and plays that one forward. Colburn's been a very active goaltender here tonight, Andrew.
Yes, he has been getting out, as like I said, the Marc-Andre Fleury style of going out in your crease, always being on your stomach is what I've seen so far to Colburn.
Here's Palumbo, enters for RMU. Drops it off, fires one a knuckler off the stick of Reed. Nice blocker save from Halyama, and now turning the other way. Dangling through is Golden. Golden comes across, blocked off by the Colonial defense. Alejandro Apud, I believe, is the one in traffic there. Here's Patton. Looks for the drop. Knuckled off his stick, and now along the wall, Apud stepping up. Apud here for Palumbo. Palumbo out wide, fires one blocked away by Carter Schultz. Patton picks it up off the deflection, down low for Palumbo as Walker gets hit from behind. No call there from the officiating crew. Apud, the lone Colonial back. No icing will be called. Duquesne can change, and so can a couple RMU forwards. Patton through center, off the skate of Walker. At center ice, that'll be stripped by Hoyen. Hoyen down the right wall, puts it in front, shot coming in, saved by Colburn as he gets tackled in front of the goal crease as Colburn down and not very happy without his goal stick. As Draper not letting that Duquesne player go. As now his helmet comes off. And will there be a call here as Shane Nolan went right into the goal crease of Patrick Colburn.
And if I do have my faces correct, I do believe Nolan was the one that was getting looked at by the trainer.
I believe so. Just trying to match face-to-face here.
Yes.
But it seems like Nolan was. You're correct here, Andrew.
And no call will be, I believe.
They're talking about it. I'm not sure. It seemed like a little bit both ways in front of Colburn. Between Draper and let's see, they're going to move this one to outside, which I do agree with.
I do agree as well.
I was wondering why they were going back, but elect to take this one outside here with 2:15 to go. Back this will go to Draper, playing catch with Finnegan. Draper dangles around Nolan, sends him into the boards, and that'll be knuckled on net with the stick going flying of a Duke defender. Into the corner, wrestling away, Moran. Sharamonti tried to one-touch it, turned over, and now here come the Dukes. Nolan down the right wall, goes in front, looking for the shot. It comes away as he gets hit on the attempt from Drew Palmer. Garrett Walker moves it forward to Moran. Moran entering, trying to go across. He gets his own rebound. Up high to Finnegan. Finnegan to his backhand. Shoveled toward the middle and blocked. Moran gets wrestled, keeps possession, now gets it stripped as they battle into the wall. Isaac towards the middle. Walker backhanded off the post. A shot from Sharamonti almost went wide open in front of the net. And it's taken down hard in front of his own bench of CJ Simone.
That was very close. Could have been back bar, but I do believe it was the post. As a great save there.
Pressure coming again from this fourth unit. Kohlberg, Martin, and Strutt have gotten one on the board so far here today. Kohlberg gets a hand on it. Under a minute to go, thanks to Phil Baczynski reminding us. Kohlberg entering. Goes to his backhand, loses it, shoveled down to the ice, and ends up playing it backwards, but good job keeping the puck away from Duquesne. Isaac's shot hitting off the glove. Works around. Isaac at the blue line. Settling it. Down low to Strutt. Strutt to Martin. Fires one. A ripper from Martin. A nice job from Halyama to get a piece of it. That fourth line, Andrew. Man, they're feeling something.
They are feeling good today. Just 30 seconds to go in this period as they've been working well. Every line has been working well. It's been all Colonials.
The Reed unit's going to come on here for the last 31.3 in the offensive zone draw. Palumbo with Patton lined up behind. Palumbo looks to go forward. Patton off the draw. Glove stop from Halyama with Reed parked in front. Once again, Andrew, no Dukes taking away the guy in front.
No Dukes at all. It looked like a design play, maybe a little bit lower on the shot.
Off the draw, Palumbo reads it to Reed. Blocked away, Palumbo still pushing it. Patton up high, drives that up to the blue line. Pass down low, intercepted. And now Purdue keeps it alive for the Colonials. Down low to Palumbo. Palumbo to the backhand, goes across for Reed. Taken away from the stick of Dom Lombardo. Now the other way, a chance. Sawyer Koritz. Shot coming in, sails over the net as he crashes hard into the wall. And that'll do it. 0 seconds on the game clock, and it's a 2-0 lead for RMU. Man, Andrew, what an eventful period, I'll say. And I think for RMU, all 4 lines have been rolling fairly well. Colburn's looking strong. He hasn't seen too much his way, but what he's seen, he's stood tall to. And the defense, despite not having a DiDomenico or a Logis or anyone like that back there, Macrocostas, Hodgson, they've done a really good job of keeping Duquesne's guys out of the goal crease.
They've done a really good job of Pooh looking exceptional back there. Is that as I make up a word?
Exceptional.
Byrne has looked incredible, especially that big, huge hit early in the period. As all 4 lines, as you said, looking strong. As this game looks like it's going to be all Colonials for most of it.
So let's do a little goal recap so far. Travis Strutt, his first career ACHA goal, assisted by Braden Martin, his first career point as well. So also Strutt's first point, I should say, as well. So both, I don't know if they're going to have to split the puck. Maybe Martin will get his own puck. Afterwards, second goal is Keith Reed, his 7th. Or I think it's 7. Yeah, 7. Yes. From Gio Palumbo, who is now 12 points away from 100 career total points. Man, that's going to be something.
That's going to be incredible.
At the end of the year.
Yeah.
It's going to cut close, I think, but, man, I'd say Gio Palumbo's really took this leadership role this year, and he's really doing a phenomenal job, I think, so far.
I believe so.
But after one, kind of your thoughts. What does Duquesne need to do better? What does RMU need to improve on?
Duquesne needs to just get more offensive zone time. They need to do a better job of getting the puck out of their own zone and into the offensive zone. RMU, I know this is kind of a one-person thing, but I feel like you need to put Coburn in the net more. You can't have him go out as much. I think twice he's turned the puck over trying to pass that one out. Just be more cautious, be more calm in your net. If you keep doing turnovers, it's not going to be good for you.
It's something I see. We'll see if Colburn continues his aggressive play come the second period, but we got 15 minutes on the intermission clock. We're going to step aside. We'll be back with period number 2 of Duquesne and RMU after this. Hi, everybody. Welcome back inside the Olympic Arena here for the Duquesne Dukes versus Rob Morris University Colonials ACHA CHE Division I rivalry matchup. 2-0 RMU to lead things off. You know, Andrew, we talked about Duquesne's team here. You know, they've been a little shaky in some areas, but let's talk about their D3 team for a second. They're playing D4 Carnegie Mellon, absolutely whooping them. They're up 4-0 in the first 10 minutes of the game.
Yes, much different than this game.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know. D3 is really handling the D4 team. He was really surprised, but man, you guys play CMU tomorrow. How you feeling?
I feel very confident that they're going to be a much tired team tomorrow when we go up to CMU to play them tomorrow.
Hopefully the D1 team gets a little inspiration from their D3 team and what they're doing right now to maybe make a comeback in this game. If you're a fan of Duquesne, probably a player of Duquesne, you're looking for some motivation from your bench right now. Andrew, I think the big thing for them is RMU's defense has been pretty locked down. They got to figure out a way to get past them.
They got to do a good job of breaking in the puck. That's what they need. That's what they're struggling at right now, is being able to break in the puck into the offensive zone. So see if they talk to the intermission to figure out how to do that better.
Quick reminder on who scored. Travis Strutt's first career ACHA goal and point coming early in the first period, assisted by Braden Martin for his first career point. Keith Reed tallies the second one home for RMU, his 7th from Gio Palumbo on 4-on-4. Here we go. Puck is down for period 2. Walker will win that right back to Tyler Draper. And along the ball, he will send that one in. Turned over, and now the Dukes coming the other way off the stick of Joe Reinbold. Skates it out wide. Shot coming in from Werner. Shot and stopped by Colburn. Squaring up to that one. Now the other way, Moran leads the rush for RMU. He'll enter across the blue line towards the net of the stick of Sharamonte as he gets wrestled away. To the blue line, Draper blocks it, turned over in front to Moran. Couldn't hold, and now the Dukes look to turn the other way, but Finnegan first back for RMU to play the puck. Draper gets hit, sends it toward the Duquesne bench as they'll send that one in and make a full sail change. RMU looks for the quick up to Finnegan. He has Moran on a breakaway. Moran coming down. He's going to lose it and looks for the wraparound in front of Palumbo. Up high to Finnegan. Shot sailing wide. And let's see. We got something. I think the net is off here, Andrew.
I believe so.
Just looking for, I think it is. Yeah, I was going to say net's off, but the trainer is going to make his way back to the Duquesne bench. Something we forgot to mention in the opener, Andrew. The trainer did make a visit to the Duquesne locker room in the intermission, was there for a little bit of time. And now he is back on the bench.
Not long was the trainer in there, but definitely a concern that he was in there at all.
Yes. You wonder if it is Shane Nolan, who has been checked out a couple times throughout this game.
Does look like it. I can see the hair.
That's Shane Nolan again. So hopefully he'll be good to return a key part of this Duquesne offense. A shot coming in, trickling off the stick of Isaac and deflected wide. Here's Rob Burns, sends it down low to Palumbo, around the wall. It'll roll behind the net. Sean Patton chases it down. Isaac at the blue line. Holds it, leaves it off for Reed. Reed walks the blue line, comes across center towards the net. A low shot stopped by Halyama. Patton to the blue line to Isaac, shakes. Throws it towards the direction of Patton, blocked away by a fellow number 25 in Alex Golden. Still alive for RMU. Had a lot of numbers in there, and they come out victorious on the puck battle. In front for Patton. Shot deflected. Burns stepping up and will hold at the blue line. His pocket gets picked, and now Duquesne works across center. They'll enter the zone here. Burns squaring up to make the hit. Coming around is Marshall. Marshall towards the net. Colburn with the stop, squaring up to his post. A nice little nifty save there from Colburn, not letting any square inch go to waste along that post.
Not letting anything squeak by. It's definitely how you want to play it back there. Definitely not out of your crease.
Yeah, we stay calm. We stay in our
Stay calm,
here.
stay relaxed, stay in the crease. Let your defenseman handle the puck.
I love a puck-moving goaltender. I really do. But sometimes, there's a fine line sometimes between coming out constantly and coming out every once in a while to move the puck up. There's been a couple plays where Colburn has been on top of it and got that pass across. Some not so lucky. But, hey, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Here's a shot towards the rebound for Zerner. And we get a whistle here. The net coming off again.
Net is off again. There's a great chance there in front for Zerner. He could have buried that one, but a great save. Able to kick off the net during the save, so no rebound will be issued.
Very close to again from this goal from this line. Zerner, Hurst, and Ragnow all pressure. Here's Ragnow off the draw to his backhand, shoveled in front for Zerner. Couldn't get his stick on it as he tumbles down to the ice. Here's Duquesne with some numbers the other way. They'll throw this one out wide off the stick of Nolan into the corner. He is back on the ice here, Andrew. Good to see. Offside are the Dukes. Purdue goes across to Apud. Sends that one for Hurst. A little out of his reach. Duquesne offsides. Now can touch up. Zerner goes for the stretch. Off the stick of Ragnow into the left corner. Duquesne puts it along the back of the wall. Ragnow pickpockets. Looks to go up high. Taken away. And now a even-numbered defensive attack here as Purdue steps in and takes that puck right back. Odd man break. Here's Hurst. Hurst across for Strutt, out of his reach, and a nice stick lift from the Duquesne defender, number 7 in blue, Brandon Barger. Strutt's the one back defensively, Andrew. Would be a good break for Duquesne. Purdue takes the hit, moves his man to the corner. Nice job by him. And now Strutt. Far pass for Martin. Along the Colonial bench, Martin at the blue line, entering towards the middle. Kohlberg shot. Goes for Strutt, crashing down in front of Halyama as he's met with the Duquesne defender behind the play. Puck will be thrown in past the stick of Colburn. Kohlberg shouldn't be on the ice the same time as Colburn. It's really mixing up my words here. I've almost said Kohlberg in net and Colburn on the attack.
Now you know how I felt with Conley, and Donley.
Conley, Donley. Please keep the same syllables off the ice from each other, please.
Yes. Keep the rhyming names off the ice.
Especially when they're so close. They're only off by a couple letters. Colburn and Kohlberg. Here's Martin at the blue line, looking across for Kohlberg, looking for the pass, goes behind the net with it, holding in front. Moran shot blocked away. Also, a huge congratulations to Connor Moran, named the first star of the CHMA season last week. As Finnegan, hip check. A freight train coming again from number 4 in white. But yeah, Connor Moran, I believe, had 4 or 3 goals last weekend. Puts him, as we mentioned, the first star across the entire CHMA for last week's gameplay. So congratulations, Connor.
Congratulations.
Here's a Mercier's player second. Boo. Penalties coming up here to RMU as Halyama is going to skate to the bench. Moran will be the one to chase it down and touch up. And a Colonial will head to the box. And it looks like an interference call, I believe, here.
Either interference or holding.
Couldn't tell. The referee had his back turned, but I saw the hand and almost like the X signal. Interference. Sharamonte sits 2 for interference, and now the RMU penalty kill for their second kill of the game here. So far, 0 for 1. And Andrew, if you remember the last time Duquesne had a power play, it only lasted for 4 seconds.
It only lasted 6 seconds.
Sorry, 6 seconds.
6 seconds.
4 seconds from the penalty.
Yes.
And already they have matched that time. At the blue line, they're playing a little catch. They're going to move this one down. Shot coming in. Colburn with the stop. Looking to keep it alive. They couldn't do so. That'll go the length of the ice. Hayama out of his net to hold for his teammates. Patton, Byrne, Isaac, and Walker, the 4-man unit for the Colonials. This pass will go along the wall to Max Medallo. Drops that one off for Tristan Lloyd. Lloyd sends it forward. All across the blue line come the Dukes. Turning away with it is Ethan George. Sends it down low to Hoyen. Hoyen stretches across the ice. Looking for the shot. Comes in. Colburn gets a piece of it and knocks it wide. Hoyen collects it toward the Duquesne bench. Hoyen works his way down low towards Ovi's office. Back to the point. Medallo goes back. Playing a little catch here. Medallo back to the point again. Walker really applying that pressure. Shot coming in, deflected. That'll go out of play, off the netting, off the stick of Ethan George, parked in front. We got 59 seconds left on this penalty. Both teams going to go for respective changes here. I like Duquesne's pressure here, Andrew. A lot better than what we've seen in that first period.
Yes, although most of the time has been on the power play, but still, they've looked strong in being able to get and contain offensive pressure, and in their hope to keep it for the rest of the game.
Zerner against Werner. Won by Werner. Shot coming in, deflected in front, rebounded, coming across is Colburn with the stop. Somehow getting his pad across to keep that one away. Andrew, how did he do it?
I have no idea. It's magic.
Magic. That left pad, just kicked at the right time and somehow got a piece of it.
Duquesne unhappy with the whistle as the puck was loose when the whistle was blown. So they're a little unhappy on that one, but if you're RMU, you'll definitely take that one.
Read off the draw, will lose it. Duquesne's power play looks to set up again. Man in front, something we haven't seen a lot from even offensive attacks here from Duquesne so far, and that guy is Shane Nolan, who's been taking a beating so far this game. Shot from Nolan blocked away by Purdue. They'll work this one up high. Over across the right circle, backpedaling across the blue line once more. Purdue chips it around. Moves it forward for Reed. Reed takes a little extra time, turned over, chance in front, diving across is Purdue to knock it off the stick. Here's Werner turning with it towards the net, deflection in front from Nolan, off of Colburn. Finnegan looks for the clear, and he got it.
That will kill the penalty.
5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and we're back to even strength. 13-16 left in the second period. Still 2-0 RMU. Shot comes in. Colburn with the stop. Rebound is there. Cleared away by Finnegan. All Duquesne now these last couple of minutes. They'll throw this one off high off the stick of Golden. Shot deflected. Once again, looking for that deflection in front. And this one, once again, sailing outside off the netting.
That could be something they saw during that first period, was that deflections were not doing well for Colburn, which I don't agree with, because you had the one shot that got deflected that he made a great glove save on, as well as many other deflections that he made saves on, because he obviously didn't give up a goal.
Yeah, maybe looking at a previous broadcast, I did see maybe some advanced analytics. They're maybe looking at of what we aren't and are doing correctly. Maybe something that played a factor. They talked about the intermission that says, guys, we aren't getting these pucks towards Colburn's face here. But
maybe.
Colburn doesn't seem phased.
He does not seem phased at all. Just doing his job, being a brick wall.
It's good to see. He had a lot of high hopes coming into RMU. A little shaky in those first couple of games here, Andrew. But you've seen as of recently, he's starting to play a lot more of a sound game. The pressure hasn't really gotten to him. He seems like he's more of a controlled netminder. And that's something for RMU when you have a good 1, 2, and now even 3 with Caleb McCabe really playing strong as well for this Colonial squad. Pushing in, Scholes back to retrieve. The also Davenport transfer, similar to Anthony Sharamonte. They were teammates last year at Davenport before both elected to transfer mid-season. Zerner gets a hit away towards the net, blocked by Draper, and now Hurst gets met at the blue line, turned over to Finnegan behind the net. Duquesne full sail changing quick up to Zerner at the opposing blue line. He'll just put that one into the corner, or attempts to at least, before a glove comes in. Ragno for Zerner, wide open in front, and Big Z in front of the net again. 3-0 Colonials.
Zerner just had to hit the net, and that one was going in. As a great job there by Ragno to pull out Hayama. He didn't know where the puck was.
He really did, and he looked kind of in no man's land, and Zerner had about 100 feet of open net to shoot at, and he put it right in with ease.
130 feet to shoot out, and about 10 seconds to do so as well, because Hayama had no clue where the puck went.
That's Big Z's second of the season. And, man, you can't teach height, but, man, how you use it and how you put it in the back of the net is something you can. What a job there from this line. Again, we've been looking for a goal all night. Oh, Colburn behind the back of his own net. Almost turned it over. Luckily, no one's home to pick that one up. There's an icing against the Colonials here. Or not.
No icing.
Okay, no icing. But the official read on the goal is Zerner's second from a beautiful feed, as Andrew mentioned, from Corbin Ragno. And Michael Hurst also playing a huge part on that play as well. Once again, that top line. You look at this lineup, Andrew, and we talked in the opener. You said, wait, is this the top line or is this the top line? And you say, I don't think there really is a top line.
Yeah.
The way they've spread the wealth on these lines now has been, something that has saved the Colonial season. After a very rough 6-game stretch on the road, they tried some different things. They got some bodies healthy, and now suddenly they're seemingly finding their game. 11:05 left in this third period. 3-0 Colonials. Here's Byrne. Chips that off of Sharamonte toward the Duke bench. A quick turn in off of Kohlberg's skate, and there's the beautiful Mr. Nathan Isaac to pick it up, number 25 in the white. He said, you better talk good about me this game. I said, Mr. Isaac, I have nothing but good things to say about you always. If I don't say your name, that's probably a good thing. Unless it's a little offensive possession, which right now he has, as he's going to chip this one down to Moran. Say, when we talk about breakout players, Andrew, we do say number 25 in white all season long has taken a huge step in what he's done, as Walker with a huge hit. Duquesne off sides, a little too quick entering there was Robert Werner. But back to Isaac, Andrew. What have you seen from him compared from last year to this year that you think has really, improved his game, besides, of course, not being hurt?
Playing more games, it seems.
Yes.
As he did not play, how many games did he play
Under 10 last year,
Under 10 last year. Is already up a lot more this season, and he has looked very well. He's looked very solid back there indeed. Not an offensive presence that you'd want, but great defensively and your stay-at-home defenseman that you want.
As Moran gets a little tied up there with Sean Marshall, and the draws Marshall ended up on his behind before the puck even dropped. And the stick goes flying out of the hands there of Alex Golden. A lot of yard sales going on outside the zone here for Duquesne off that 5-second span. Here's Sharamonte with some speed. He's going to put this one behind the net. Worked in front for Walker. Walker up high to Purdue. Shot blocked. Walker, one more attempt below to Moran behind the net. Moran shoveling off a player. Works to his forehand. Gets that puck taken away. Here's Golden. Sends that one out wide. Duquesne enters. They'll throw this one back off a chance in front. Colburn getting across. Takes that off of Alex Golden. Purdue checks his man to the wall behind Colburn. And now Lapoud with some speed. Gets it to center. Puts that one down. Back to retrieve his 4 in blue and Colin Moore. The one that took the lone penalty for Duquesne so far. That made it a 4-on-4 that resulted in an RMU goal. Purdue off the stick of Moran. Couldn't keep it in though. And now turned over is Berger. Plays it in front, chance, and going wide. Colburn coming out of his crease. Once again, playing that aggressive style, Andrew. This one results in a very good result for the Colonials. As a hit getting thrown, a little shaken up, is Brandon Barger.
Barger wanted to level Keith Reed, but unable to read the play there as Keith knocks him down.
As we will get a tripping call as RMU's power play will get a second, well, not really a second, but another chance with a man in the box, I should say. The last one was 4-on-4.
The last one was 5 seconds long.
Yeah, you couldn't do much.
Yes.
Let's see, the guilty party looks to be number 9, Sawyer Courts. Will sit 2 for tripping. taking down, which I think it was Reed, the one to take a tumble down there. Someone on Reed's line, either Reed or Patton. It looked like
Yes.
a 8 or a 6 shaped number. Of course, the far angle we can't see very well.
It is very far away.
It's over there. It's too far.
90 feet?
Maybe 90 feet.
Yeah.
It's about much room that Zerner had to shoot at. Here's the power play, and it's Ragno off the point along with Hurst. Down low to Zerner. Up high to Ragno. Down low to Zerner once more, looking to set it up. Down low to Walker. Draper in front of the net once again, as he likes to be. Zerner up high. Hurst firing. Save from Halyama coming across. And we will have a hand pass called.
That is off.
Or the net is off. I saw a hand signal, but that is the third time the net has come off again from Halyama's perspective down there.
I don't want to make the same comment I made in shared
no.
again. But
No, not the Nick Beck situation again.
Colburn was down on that end for a whole period, and the net did not come off once.
You're not wrong.
Not saying it's his fault, but
Colburn didn't do it. Here's Hurst across. Ragno fires, deflected, and scored. Corbin, Ragno on the power play from the top of the circle. Makes it 4-0 RMU.
a great shot there. Looked like it just went straight on the ice the whole time. Did not look like it had any lift, and I don't think Halyama was expecting that. He expected a little height up from that shot.
I think it might have hit off a Duquesne defender, Andrew.
That's
I think
a possibility.
It changed angles.
That is a definite possibility as well. A lot of people in front there.
Because I originally thought Zerner got the last tap on it, but then I saw Ragno go up. So I don't know. Ragno with the goal, though. It should be, I believe.
It should be, and Hurst should get the primary assist.
I would think it would be Hurst.
As he, with that beautiful pass.
So they will give it to Ragno on the power play. Reed goes across. Palumbo's shot goes off the back of the net. Draper gets the primary assist. And Michael Hurst, as I was going to say, I think Hurst should get the assist at least.
Hurst should be the primary.
Yeah.
Draper should be the secondary.
So the official goal, Reed Ragno, his 7th of the season on the power play, assisted by Michael Hurst and Tyler Draper. Of course, you got to say it like power play.
Power play.
Power play. 4-0 RMU, 7.5 to go in the second period frame. Here's Patton for Byrne trailing down. Byrne way out. Halyama takes a little tumble in front of his net. Maybe his skate. He keeps checking his skate. Here's Colburn way out of his crease, draw to defender, but actually gets him away from Isaac, which was the plan all along, but turned over. Chance coming in, fires off the post. Oh, an absolute ripper from CJ Simone. But the post claiming another victim on that far net. Patton gets tied up with the Duke defender, goes down is Palumbo, and we will have another tripping call as Army's power play will get right back to work.
Just after getting a beautiful goal, they're going to get another chance
Hey.
to make this a nice 5-0 lead potentially.
Shane Nolan to the box. 2 minutes for tripping. And the same power play unit looks to get another goal here. Some more damage. As this power play injury we talked about in the beginning hasn't necessarily been amazing. It's not the Roman Kramer and Justin Dempsey unit we saw last year. But slowly we're starting to see this unit start to put together some more quality chances now, especially on that last chance, a goal.
Yes.
This will go the length of the ice. Colburn out of his net will leave it off for Ragno. Ragno gives it to Hurst. Hurst with some speed, gets across center, makes one miss, has some room to work with. Hurst holding up the top of the left circle, goes behind the net with this one for the pass to Walker. Walker with time, sets it up, goes to Zerner, up high to Hurst. Hurst looking, across to Zerner. Zerner across to Ragno, out of his reach. They have to reset. Up high to Hurst once more, down low to Zerner. Draper in front of the net. Hurst, fake it, goes back to Zerner. Zerner to his backhand, up high to Hurst as he shovels to the right. Hurst for the deflection. Zerner gets a hand on it towards the net of Halyama, and he will make the stop. Another good chance there. I like the passing play. Good job from Zerner trying to get to his right angles. Not a fan of that left angle. Goes to the right. Hurst gets him open for the shot attempt.
Great job there, because going across the ice like that, that'll also change up the defensive strategy. Because if you saw there was a moment where instead of having a box like they're supposed to, they were in a line. All 4 Duquesne Dukes were in a line, and that's not something you want.
Looks like the draw's going to come outside, Andrew.
Don't know why that is.
Reed off the draw will win that back to Purdue. Palumbo leaves it off at the blue line. Onside to Sharamonte. Under a minute to go on this power play. Sharamonti to Palumbo. Palumbo across. They're going to give this one up high to Purdue, and I think the net has come off again, Andrew.
As I
Yes, it
believe so.
That is the 4th time this net has come off, and you can see the RMU bench up in arms about that one. You can hear Draper yelling, "What is that? What is that?"
Halyama having to defend himself against an onslaught of Colonial vocal attacks.
Sharamonti plays that one down low and perfectly read and taken away by Duquesne. As they'll send it down, here's Colburn. Gives it off to Purdue out of his net. Crosses with Keith Reed. He'll pick it up. Reed stretching for Palumbo out of his reach. Stumbling. Palumbo coming down and fires one wide of the net. He's been looking for a goal for a while. Just snake bitten again. 25 seconds on the penalty now. Palumbo up high. Throws to Sharamonti. Fans on the first attempt. Crossing with Palumbo now. Sharamonti behind the net to Reed. Up high to Purdue. Over across to Palumbo. Goes for the pass wide to Reed. Couldn't connect. 10 seconds now on the penalty. Purdue down low. Reed looking, firing. Shot and stopped by Halyama at the blue line. Kept alive. Purdue across. Penalty expired. Purdue shot in front. Rebound is there for Moran. Couldn't poke it home. Or excuse me, Zerner. Or maybe that is Moran. I can't tell.
That is Moran.
Yeah. Here's Purdue across. Palumbo firing goes wide of the net. And once again, has the net come off? Yes, it has. What a shocker. That is the 5th time the net has come off. And Coach Joseph is wondering, and there he is. Uh-oh, there's a call to the referees to come over. That's not good.
Going to the office.
Yeah, oh, is he coming to his office? No, looks like
it
he's
does not
gonna
look
stay.
like it.
There's a nice zoom on a Coach Joseph possibly going to his office.
As playing on this ice once a week, the moorings are not great.
Yes.
They are not push the net off 5 times a period bad, but I'm not saying they're all his fault.
No, I'm assuming not. I think probably maybe a couple you push off a little too hard, especially on a power play. You can say, I can get my guys break. I just push it off. We're good.
Don't want to put any blame on anyone. They're doing it on purpose.
Yeah, that's just like Nick back in Kent State. No, definitely wasn't him at all. That's in Chuckler towards the net and stopped from Halyama. That 4th line once again gets another chance, as Martin, I think, was the one to take the shot from out wide. Looking for his first career goal as well.
Yes.
Hasn't put one in the back of the net. And also, surprisingly, Trevor Kohlberg has not scored a goal in his ACHA career, his 2nd season with the club. So all 3 coming into this game did not have a goal registered to their name.
That'll be, hopefully we can get all 4. 3, my mistake.
3. We got Strutt. We're down to 2.
As Joseph went into his office and we missed it.
Uh-oh.
We missed it.
Back into the office. At the blue line. Looks like a Duquesne player tripped up, but ends up from his behind, putting that one into the Colonial zone. With the neck guard as well. A solid style choice there from Sean Marshall. And also a great play from him as you see the snow all over his pants. Hurst lifts that one into the zone for Zerner trying to crash down. Ragno there to help. Worked up high to Hurst. Hurst settling, firing pad step from Halyama with traffic in front. Finnegan to Hurst up high, firing, almost takes the head off of Zerner. You know that shot was high because Zerner's at least 6'3", 6'5" on skates. Byrne at the blue line. Goes behind the net for this one. Ragno leaves it off.
It might be a record for the tallest to shortest pass.
Byrne
Rob
to
Byrne to Zerner.
5'7" to 6'7". Byrne won't be happy with that one. At the blue line. Sends it down low to Hurst across. Zerner looking, firing, blocked away. Rebound for Byrne. Sends it down low to Hurst, rolling off his stick and out of the zone as Byrne has to get back. Byrne chips that one forward to Hurst. Across the blue line. Looking to set up Hurst. Towards the net of Halyama. Gloved away by Ragno. Up high. Quick pass from Isaac over to Byrne. Byrne down low. Shot coming from Sharamonti. Rolling towards the net. Rebound taken away by Halyama. Zerner in front for Sharamonti. Takes an extra couple whacks and will get met with a little love tap as Sharamonti has his hands up. Butler's right into the face of him and will get a whistle. Sad music. That Sharamonti, quick. I guess Gio did teach him a thing or two about putting your hands up. You get a little extra step and you say, I'm done.
Yep. You hear from Martin that Gio does a little teaching about that.
Just a little bit. It might not be specifically that, but, he's a very good leader on and off the ice, as we've mentioned a lot in his 4th year here with the program. Especially with Lowe just out of the lineup, you need a leader like that. Here's a chance the other way for Nolan coming down off the post. Isaac quickly there to try to get it out, but the post this time saving Colburn, trying to be a little aggressive again. But this time Nolan tried to pick it around him.
Colburn better pull out his best flurry impression and thank his posts.
Oh,
I think 3 times that they've hit the post on breakaways, I believe. 3 breakaways for the Dukes, all of them hitting the post. So he better be thanking his lucky stars so far.
Here's the face-off, one back to the top of the blue line. Trying to put that one on net, blocked away. Walker looks to clear, and that ends up going off close to the Lillehammer 1994 Olympic banner, and right back into play. We got 2:38 to go.
We're closing down on time.
Let's see, Andrew, you look at the right side of the arena. What's your favorite banner? I'm a big fan of that Lillehammer 1994 one.
I don't know. I like the Lake Placid one.
Of course you like Lake Placid. A little sentimental, of course. Sharamonte tips to Moran. Moran's going to work to the backhand. Work in front, leaves it off for Walker. Moran with a chance in front. Halyama locks it down. And 2 Dukes say hello to Moran in front of the goal crease. 10:06 p.m., Andrew.
Words being exchanged from Halyama in front of the net to there's no one there now, but he was waving his arms pretty vigorously.
For Halyama, you get a feel maybe the intensity of this game starts to ramp up a little bit. Your team hasn't put in the back of the net. There's been more time in front of him than it has been in even neutral territory or on Colburn's side of things. So you got to feel a little pressure from him to try to get his team back in this game. Purdue at center, whacks at that. One chance the other way for Nolan as he gets cross-checked. Or excuse me, that was 7 in black. Berger. Chance coming up high. Colburn standing down. Where's the puck? A lot of digging. And an extra whack, and they're going to call that. I think was it Reed or Apood?
Apood. I believe so.
We'll see. I think
it's Reed.
The puck was loose, and it looked like Barger was in the crease of Colburn, so Reed was just trying to get him out of there, but it results in a penalty. It's one of those penalties, Andrew, where you don't like to see it happen, but it's one of those things, if you're Keith Reed, you have to get your guy out of the net.
Yes. You got to get your guy out of the crease.
So obviously they're going to call it, but unfortunately, for Reed, you're probably going to get a tap from Coach Joseph saying that was the right thing to do. Duquesne's power play back to work here for their 3rd attempt of the game. Maybe not a cross check, maybe more of a shove is what you were supposed to do, not a cross check. But the try was there. Colburn gets across and gets the blocker on that one. Duquesne looking to set up. They're going to go for the pass across to Werner. A little out of his reach. Will they keep it alive? They do. Werner loses it to Finnegan. Goes far boards. And now Sharamonte has a couple of short-handed goals to his name, as well as Moran is now they're going to put on some offensive pressure. Sharamonte in front. And he would not go. And now the other way come the Dukes. 1:14 to go on the game clock, 1:17. So we're going to have a couple seconds of leftover time if the Dukes do not score going into the 3rd period. Working away with this one is Golden. Chance coming in front, Golden for the attempt. Tied up by Moran to the top of the blue line. Sharamonte pokes it free. Here he goes on a breakaway. Anthony Sharamonte working, firing, stopped by Halyama with the blocker. Moran is going to hold this one down into the boards. In front for Sharamonte again. Shot trickles wide of the net. Behind the net, Moran gets a stick lifted. And now he's going to head to the bench. A wonderfully done shift from Sharamonte and Moran here. And that'll be an icing against Duquesne on a power play.
Unfortunate for Duquesne is that's something you really do not want to see.
So this will come all the way down, 36.3 on the game clock, 40 seconds on the penalty clock as mentioned, so 4 seconds of rollover time into the 3rd period, which is not a lot of work to do. You have to go quick in that little bit of time.
I don't know if there's been a goal scored in less than 4 seconds than a period start in ACHA history.
That's a little interesting here, Andrew.
They can get a change.
Yeah, they can get the change.
Because they called the timeout.
You would think is in a defensive zone draw, Andrew. I don't know. I find this a little weird. If it's a defensive zone draw on a power play, I get you want your same unit out, but I don't know. maybe feels an offensive zone draw, maybe?
Maybe. I don't know.
I think the only reason for it has to be the change.
I think it has to be getting a new set of bodies on.
I think for Coach Joseph, you're probably happy that they used it now. They can't use it on the third despite any comeback.
Yeah.
They can't rally the troops in the third period. But this is obviously a very crucial power play for them. But the biggest thing off this draw is you have to get the puck forward. And for RMU's perspective, it's win the draw back, hold, and dump.
Yeah.
Or put a shot on net.
I mean, you look at the guys on the ice, and you can put Zerner in front of the net, and no one's seeing through that.
You can't. It's huge. He's a mammoth. Zerner, Walker, Isaac, and Byrne. And they're actually going to shoot this one off the draw. Byrne with the shot after the win from Zerner. Zerner will pick it up. Zerner fires one. That's going to go off a stick and wide. And with all of that, Andrew, they've killed off at least half of that power play clock that they called with the timeout.
Yeah.
Here's Hoyen. Goes across. Looking for the back door. Colburn laying down and makes the stop with the traffic in front. Little incidental contact from Zerner there.
Isaac almost tipped that one in his own net. Got another goal on the docket.
No,
on
no,
the
no,
wrong
no, no,
side.
No, no, no. That'll be a -1 that puts him back to 0, and therefore he has no career goals.
Oh, if we're doing that, he's down to 2. He'd be down to -1 because he did score in his own net earlier this season.
Back to 0, buddy. Shot up the draw goes wide. 10 seconds now. They're going to look to roll up high. Going down low to Medallo. Shot coming in. Rolling wide of the net. 4 seconds now. They got to quickly put this one off. In front for Bird. Rebounds there. Colburn with the stop as the clock expires. Taking that away from Max Medallo. And some love taps around for the netminder Colburn, who really stood tall there at the end of that period.
He did a great job that period, Colburn, at the end there to make as many saves as he possibly could, as Colburn's looked strong all game.
He really has, and you know something, if you want to have a bounce-back game, you do it against a divisional opponent, that's really going to boost your overall mentality and everything that you have going on to make sure that you're going to play the best way you possibly can, Andrew. And that you couldn't rate anybody for the first 2 periods here for Patrick Colburn.
That is not at all. He looked strong through the 2 periods. Hopefully he can keep this going for the 3rd period and keep rolling strong. He did look less aggressive too, except for a couple of moments, but definitely was listening in and took some advice.
For the total goals in that period, we had 2 more coming from the RMU side of things. It was David Zerner who got a goal, his 2nd of the season, assisted by Corbin Ragno, and that same unit on the power play the next time around off the goal from Ragno, where the goalie of Halyama looked a little lost in no man's land, assisted by Hurst and Draper. That is Ragno's 7th of the season, 2nd on the power play. So before we step aside, Andrew, if you're RMU, how do you keep the lead? If you're Duquesne, what do you got to do to get back in this game?
If you're Duquesne, what you got to do is stop taking penalties. They took a bunch of penalties near the end of that period, and you're not going to get back into a game with on the penalty kill. If you're RMU, you just got to hold it as long as possible.
Yeah.
Duquesne has had struggles getting into the zone. They did better this period, but obviously they have struggled overall the whole game. So if you can stop them from breaking into your own zone, I feel like that'll help them tremendously.
A little side note before we step aside, the trainer did go back once again into the, I'm not sure which locker room, but he did come off the ice with Coach Joseph. That's something we have to keep an eye on.
Something to keep an eye on for sure.
But we're going to step aside here, and we'll be back in about 15 minutes with period 3 of Duquesne and RMU. We are back live here from the Olympic Ice Arena between the RMU Colonials and the Duquesne Dukes. D1 CHT rivalry matchup. It's 4-0 RMU, Andrew. But looking at, we talked about the D3 club team for Duquesne a little bit here, Andrew. Last time we talked, we said it was 4-0 over CMU, a Division 4 team that you guys have the pleasure of playing tomorrow. Do you want to do a little bit of an update of what happened in the last 20 minutes?
With 5 minutes left in the 2nd period, Duquesne D3 is winning 9-1.
Oh, they just scored.
CMU has just scored. It was 9-0.
Good job, CMU. Little crosstown rivalry the other way for the Duquesne fans to see that your boys are, they're putting up some decent numbers at least. They're going to split more than likely. Maybe not. Maybe our Duquesne is a little bit of a comeback here. They got 4 seconds of power play time, which seems near impossible to score, but it's not impossible, just near impossible.
Yes.
But for them, obviously, you're playing for a lot right now, of course. You're down by 4 goals. It's a tall tale to come back. Your goaltender's been playing decently well. Just, the offense is slightly improved in that 2nd period. But the key thing, as we talked about time and time again, is staying out of the box.
Yes, they got to stay out of the box. They've let up a couple penalties there at the end of the period, so they've got to do a better job discipline.
There we see our clock. It's 10:28 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As we see, the clock will eventually get reset to 20 minutes here. Eventually, there we go. Okay. They could change the period 2 to 3. Ours is right. Theirs isn't. But the Moran, Sharamonte, Draper, and Finnegan, the unit to start for Coach Joseph's squad. I know it's only 4 seconds, but I think they're pretty certain that they want their best penalty killing unit out here to ensure that Duquesne does not put one in the back of the goal crease.
Yes, definitely.
Duquesne looks set to go. Halyama to our right, Colburn to our left. 20 minutes on the game clock, 4 seconds on that penalty clock. Madalo's going to come, I think, way out wide here to start off, Andrew. You see Madalo kind of over towards the entryway. As they're going to try to, I think, win this right back and get him moving.
That seems like a good plan for them. Definitely something they'll want to do.
Sharamonte off the draw, stepping with it. That'll do it for the penalty, and he's going to put one on net. Pad stop by Halyama Reed is set free, and he'll replace with Garrett Walker, excuse me. Sharamonte in front fires one blocker. Stop from Halyama coming way out of his crease to make that one.
Wouldn't have been considered a shorthanded goal, but definitely what it could have been in our book is they didn't have their fifth skater down in the zone yet.
That is true. Moran's going to poke that forward to Walker. Walker puts on the brakes, gives it off to Sharamonte. Chance in front. Rolling puck, Moran. Tried to sneak, putting the blocker down. Was Halyama, and Sharamonte will get called for a cross-check as a Duquesne player is down. And they're going to get the trainer on the ice quickly here. Here for that one. They couldn't see who went down there, Andrew. But Sharamonte just tried to finish his check, and it did not go as planned. A little bit higher, and the way that the Duquesne player hit the ice was not very well at all.
If I had to take a guess, I'm going to say it's an arm injury. His arm was higher on the stick than his body when the hit was made, so it could have been shoulder popping out, and it looked bad on the shoulder because your arm is up here, and he gets hit like from here, and that shoulder's going to go in the wrong way.
Looks like it's number 9 for the Duquesne Dukes, the one that went down here, and it's Lloyd Koritz, the defenseman, the one shaken up. But he's going to get off under his own power as the trainer will walk with him to the bench. Hopefully he's good to continue on. He's laboring a lot, though, on that left shoulder, Andrew, and probably for safe reasons, I probably should take him out of this game.
I believe so. I mean, it looked dangerous. Did not look like a good hit. As it will be him going to the box, or is they just going to go?
I think they're just going to get checked out in the box.
I think yes.
A little confusing. I was like, wait a minute, why is Koritz going? He didn't do anything. But Sharamonte will sit 2 for cross-check, and the penalty kill is right back for these Colonials, now without one of their best penalty killers. Zerner, the one to come out with Walker to start things off here. We'll see if it gets that far. If Moran will have a new friend offensively to use on the penalty kill. Here's Butler. Will enter. He's going to give that one off to Madalo. Madalo goes away around the net here. Works that one up high. Shot coming in towards the goal crease. Picked up now by Hoyen. Up high to Tristan Lloyd. Across to Butler. Down low to Madalo. Shot coming in and then stop from Colburn. No traffic in front. I was going to say I didn't hear a whistle. Everyone stopped. Now the whistle does blow at $1:21 to go on this penalty. And it looks like Ragno will be the one to replace. It'll be Ragno and Hurst, actually.
Sharamonte came out of the box for a second there. I don't know what he was thinking. Now
why did he come out?
Making his way back to the box now. Maybe thought there was a goal.
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe he was just trying to catch him off guard.
Maybe.
Like, hey, guys. No, go back. Oh, okay. Duquesne's power play, second unit on here. To get across the zone here, Drew Palmer. Sends across to the top of the right circle. Dancing with it is Werner. Goes the length of the ice here. Cross. Back up high. Down low to Werner. Pass broken up for the moment by Ragno. Puts a chip on it. And that'll exit the zone. They're going to quickly throw that one back in. CJ Simone offsides Dukes. As in, will it go all the way? Ragno's pointing all the way. And let's see where they'll put it.
Discussing it, and they're going to put it right at the line, I believe so.
Yeah, it'll be outside. Coach Joseph wanted it out. Ragno wanted it out. They will not agree. The trainer is going to make his way off the ice here with Koritz. As they're going to the locker room here.
which is good to see that he's moving on his own. Obviously
Yes.
not fully on his own, because he's got to help his the trainer across. But good to see that he's moving.
We'll see if he does return. There's still 18:02 left in this game. There's still a chance, but we'll keep you updated if Quartz does return here. Off the draws, Hurst shoveling towards the net, and that'll be stopped there by the netminder Halyama, and he will keep it. And then there'll be an offensive zone draw here on the penalty kill for RMU. You know, Ragno and Hurst isn't the typical penalty kill unit we're used to seeing out here, Andrew, but I think they're starting to get the hang of this
I believe
5-on-4
so.
thing.
Yeah.
Off the draw, that's one back to Butler. Butler, with the pressure coming of Ragno, is going to play that forward to Madalo. Madalo, the speedy winger, works his way in, gives that one off. Shot coming in front, Colbert with the stop. Ragno looks to clear. He got the length of the ice to work with, and back to retrieve is Tristan Lloyd. Forward to Hoyt. Gets across the blue line. Hoyt towards the net. Colbert out of the play. Oh, almost sneaky one there for the Dukes, but couldn't capitalize. 3 seconds, 2 and 1. Penalty expired. Sharamonte set free. Chance in front, and Colbert lays it down to make the stop. And now Hurst with a little lovin' and taken down to the ice is a Colonial. I think that's Nathan Isaac. Who gets a little
Isaac on the
extra cap.
ice. Isaac is down.
Little slow to his feet. He's back up under his own power at least, but the Dukes will be escorted to their own bench for this one.
No penalty will be called.
I'm going to look at any bright side for the Dukes here as Koritz is a defenseman. The 19th skater tonight is Carter Scholes, who's also a defenseman.
Yes.
So at least you can keep the 6-man rotation working,
You don't have to worry about a 5 defenseman.
or a forward going back in the
Yeah.
case of RMU's had many times this year.
In both D1 and D3.
Way too many times. D4 doesn't have that problem.
No.
Luckily.
We've had no injuries. We've had one injury.
No,
We've had 2 injuries.
You better knock on wood there, buddy.
Hey, we have had injuries.
Yeah, it's a risky thing to say on air.
And we do have an injury in this game coming up. As I have gotten confirmation that Carter Bosong is out with an ankle injury due to
Okay.
the blocked shot last week.
That's an injury. That counts as something up. Here's Palumbo looking to cross through. That puck's taken away. Through the middle. Pass coming across here. Goes to Simone. Simone towards the net for the trailing pass. Couldn't go. And now RMU with an odd man break. As the quick up ends up going off the linesman's skate with almost a perfect pass to Palumbo off of Alejandro Abud. Linesman was looking for that secondary assist, I think. Off the back of the net. Going across. Patton puts the chip on. Palumbo chasing. Throws his man hard into the wall. Kohlberg up high to Finnegan. Looks for the deflection. Goes to Palumbo. Palumbo down to his feet. Gets taken down. No call. Going for the hand. Trying to get a slash. They won't give it. Ethan George shot. Blocked and hit. As in hit behind the play as well as a Duke goes crashing into the end wall. Kohlberg loses it. Shot coming in. Deflected. Rebound. Blocked away by Kohlberg. Retreating back are the Dukes. Give and go. Back to Tristan Lloyd. Through the middle. Passes Aaron. Kits off the stick of Strutt. And now picked up by Kohlberg. Kohlberg across to Martin. Through the middle for Strutt. Couldn't connect. Dukes retreat it back all the way back to Halyama. And he will hold with some light pressure coming from Strutt. And I think he had a chance to play that, but, didn't elect to go off to Tristan Lloyd to the left of him. As a goalie sometimes, Andrew, I think you just got to play a little bit safer, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe they just wanted the full set. I think they could have got the change off if they wanted to.
They definitely could have. I mean, I'm the type of goalie that's not going to cover much. And that's a
Keep it
habit I
moving.
need to break out of. So I probably would have played that puck.
Zerner off the draw. Couldn't win, the left-handed centerman. Pass goes forward. Modelo heads that across to Marshall. Shot blocked away there by Robbie Byrne. Played forward with some speed is Ragno. Couldn't get around the last defender in 26, Luray, who's also starting to probably get to play a little bit more time with the injury. Behind the net, stripped away by Byrne. Hits off his own man in front, kept alive, and now exiting the zone. Here come the Colonials. Ragno gives it off to Zerner, up high to Hurst. Hurst coming in for Ragno out of his reach. Ragno looking. Holding at the mid-circle range. Down low to Zerner behind the net. Zerner circling with it. Sends it down low, fully behind Aragno. Now once more up high to Zerner. Zerner down low to Aragno again, looking to come around with it. Chips it over to Zerner. Zerner against the wall, checks away, kept alive by Hurst, down into the corner. Ragno off the back of the net, gets hit. Ragno in front, looks for the loose change. There's Hurst. Isaac up high, Knuckles, one blocked away by a fellow 25, and now a chance the other way for Alex Golden. Golden fires, easy glove save for Colburn, as Isaac will check his man, and he will get the coverage.
Unfortunate bounce there for Isaac, as he could have had a nice shot. No, just knuckles the puck and it goes right into Golden, as it could have been a better chance.
25 on 25.
Yeah.
Numbers game.
We love our numbers game here.
There's no chance for 29, the captain Robbie Werner, to have a friend in the fellow numbers game. No 29s for RMU. That's a shame.
And if it would be a goalie.
Yes, it would. Sharamonti with some speed gets around Scholes and tucks into the backhand 5-hole on Halyama. Sharamonti continues the hot streak with a one-hand tuck. 5-0 RMU.
Sharamoney on that one as he tucks that one in, one-handed between the legs of Halyama, as the RMU Colonials on a roll.
Little Davenport on Davenport action. Is you know who got walked around there, Andrew? It was Carter Scholes, the fellow Davenport friend. They played together all last year.
Yep.
And now Sharamonti gets the better edge of this one on Carter Scholes. Sharamonti continuing his hot streak with his 4th goal in 3 games. Wow. Sharamonti's goal to Alejandro Apud with the primary assist. Of course, Apud de la Fuente, I got to say the full name here. And Matty Purdue with the secondary assist on that one. Here's Apud shot. It's going to be blocked away. Apud gets that taken away. Hit coming in from Connor Moran. Kept alive. Apud shot taken away by Halyama. And now it looks like 21 again. Nolan shaken up for about the 5th time this game. He's taking a beating all night long, but he's still staying out there. Got to say, a lot of guts on that kid 21 in blue. And now he'll limper his way off to the ice, or to the bench, excuse me. As I don't know, they might have to get the trainer back again. Only one trainer to go around. That's the only bad part.
Yes.
About club hockey. Here's Moran. Look to get lined up. Shakes away from the hit. Nice work from Moran to avoid it. Pass goes across to Lloyd. Reed tried to line him up. Couldn't do so. That'll roll towards the net of Colburn. Out of his net. But blocked away by Finnegan. Colburn will stop that one. An extra pushing and shoving as Falling trying to get a slash off was one of the Duquesne players. But we'll quickly read through the goal here for as they officially announced it. There's the trainer. He's back. Sharamonti's goal, his 7th of the season, assisted by Alejandro Apud de la Fuente and Matt Purdue on the secondary assist. Now, it wasn't a goal, Lance. Relax. It was a primary assist. It's still a point. Cameraman Lance Axton's a big Alejandro Apud fan.
Yes.
I think we all are.
We all are.
Off the draw. This will come up high. Butler's shot stopped there by Colburn. 5-0 RMU. You were going to say, Andrew, if we hit 5 goals, it would match the D3 score until it wasn't 5-0 in that game anymore.
Until it wasn't.
Reed gets dragged to the ice as he was getting held by a little bit of a stick there with Ethan George. Referee is going to let that one go. Shot coming in. Rebound is covered by Colburn and ends up colliding with him. And now 4 Colonials. And here comes the 5th one in Finnegan to meet with the Dukes as Colburn, I believe, got a little bit of a knee to the upper area of his body.
Definitely, and from experience, those hurt. As you're getting hit full force and you're not expecting it, that's going to hurt quite a bit.
I like how all 5 Colonials there, Andrew, were quickly there to defend his goaltender. Incidental or not, you still got to make sure that, your goaltender is your last line of defense. You want to keep him safe at all costs. And you got to go rough and toady with him to make sure he's 100% shape and no one gets in front of him. Here's Zerner. Kicks it forward. Offsides of the Dukes. They will touch up at the blue line and continue forward. Working around is Golden. Into the corner using his skate is Zerner. Trying to kick it free. Golden takes it back, sends it around the wall to his fellow 25 who isn't on his team, and Nathan Isaac. Through the middle, Ragno collects it. Off the give from Hurst. Hurst will receive on the back end. Hurst dancing with it. Got some nifty hands, and he goes for Zerner across. Couldn't complete. Burn couldn't keep it alive. It actually ends up in the Duquesne bench on the clearing attempt. If Duquesne could stop trying to hurt each other.
Yeah.
You guys are down 2 people already. Stop it.
At one point down here, they hit each other. I don't know if we caught that one on the camera, but
I didn't see that one.
Keith Reed had the puck, had one guy behind him, able to move around one, and the other guy came in to hit him, and he just clobbered his own guy.
Off the draw, one by the Dukes. They're going to look to send this all the way out. Bird going for the baseball swing. And here comes Colburn out of his net. Actually ends up dangling the fellow Duquesne player. Lombardo kind of got lost there from Colburn's little moves. Here's Hurst. Onto his backhand. Shovels going to his legs. Oh, almost a pretty goal there if he would have pulled it off from Mike Hurst. Ragno battling in the corner. Out with it come the Dukes. Zerner gets a stick in. And now Werner moves it over to Lombardo. Lombardo laying down the stick of the Colonials, and now Zerner collects it center. Zerner tries to go around Scholes, leaves it off for Hurst. Hurst shakes off the check. Puck's taken away. Zerner on his backhand loses it. Now the other way. Werner looks to go through the middle. That pass is stripped away. And now Ragno looks for the full send and ends up hitting a beam. I thought that might have gotten through. Referee has a better view than we do, though. And whistled at that here at 10:18.
Referee also probably has a better ear than we do.
Yeah.
As that one probably made a little noise on the way by, so we can't really hear that with our headsets on.
We have headsets.
Yes.
We can't hear the ding as loud.
We can't hear anything as well.
At least it looks like for CMU's sake, the game's about over.
No, this is that's the intermission clock.
Poor guys. I thought it said the third period was like a minute to go. I was like, dang, all right, game. Nope. No, it's just the end of the second.
Yep.
As
poor
they are
CMU. They are playing D3 rules as opposed to D4 rules.
2 ice cuts.
2 ice cuts as opposed to 1.
That'd be nice. Kohlberg comes out with it, loses it, as also Strutt was on the ground. Now the other way comes Tristan Lloyd. Drop pass. Nolan in front. Couldn't hit his man trailing in Simone. And now here comes Kohlberg. Stretches it across to Apud. Apud working down. Across and scores! Braden Martin. His first career ACHA goal off the give and go with Apud. And it's 6-0 RMU.
And that's going to be his second career point for Kohlberg as well, as he should get the assist on that one as the fourth line 2/3 of the way to their first career goals.
All right, Mr. Kohlberg.
It's all on you now.
It's all on you. Apud with a second primary assist. And Kohlberg will get the secondary?
I believe so. He passed that one to Apud.
I was going to say it should be Kohlberg. So the official goal rating will be Martin's first of his career, assisted by Alejandro Apud de la Fuente. And Trevor Kohlberg, his second assist of the season, is Sharamonti gets thrown to the ground there off the face-off. And now Moran lines up his hit and takes a guy down.
As
here comes the physicality.
Ethan George was feeling it after he knocked down Sharamonti. He pushed down his own player.
Looking to take this out. And off the stick, no high. Oh, I was going to say, I think that was a high for a second hitcher. They'll call it dead now. They didn't give anything to Kohlberg.
They did not give anything to Kohlberg, but we will. Oh,
Purdue.
I do not believe.
Purdue.
I think
Purdue
we're getting
on the ice?
I think we're getting ghost assists again. As I believe that was Kohlberg who left that one off for Alejandro Apud.
If it was Matty Purdue, I apologize. If not, we're just giving you this ghost assist. But like I said, I don't know if I saw Purdue on the ice. We got to go back and I think you're going to go check.
Good thing about being on YouTube now is we can go check in live time.
We'll get the official assist here in a second, guys, I promise. Under 9 minutes to go. 6-0 RMU. Here's the chance in front going towards Colburn, and that'll be blocked away by Draper. Purdue was on the ice. We can see that now. Watching back our own film. Moran couldn't corral it. Gives up to Sharamonti. Gets cross-checked from behind, and that'll be called as now Colburn will skate his way to the bench. A cross-check coming up. against Duquesne. Shot towards the net. It goes! Andrew Finnegan, his first career goal. Another one. 7-0 RMU. Finnegan, first career goal from up high.
It's the night of firsts as Finnegan will get his first career goal, as well as Martin, as well as Strutt. It took longer for Finnegan than the first two, but he will still get his first career goal. And it is 7-0, as I'm going to go back to checking who gets the assist on that goal.
The sixth goal. We're still on the sixth goal, guys. Reno's asking for the puck. Are they going to get it? Reno's like, hi, guys. I want the puck, please. There it goes. Man, 3 career first goals in this. Kohlberg, you're the only one, man.
As looking back, it was Kohlberg.
Okay, that's good. Purdue was on the ice, though.
Yes.
We will say, sorry, Maddie. But on that one, penalty was coming up after a cross check to Sharamonte. Finnegan hits it up high. A deflection in front by a Duquesne player puts it in the back of the net.
And we're still going to get a power play here.
Yes, we will. Oh, I did forget about this rule. I forgot. This penalty will still stand. Who's in the box? I don't even know. I was too worried about the on the ice stuff.
Yes.
But we'll see. Here's Hurst. Goes across to Zerner. 7-0 RMU. 3 first goals in this game alone. Zerner loses that one. Through center. Picked up by Ragno. Sends it over to Walker. Walker in front of the net. Loose puck. Zerner. Roughing call against EJ. It was a 25, I believe. Golden with the penalty. Walker spinning away. Sent it over to Ragno. Ragno in front for Walker off the stick. Rebound. It goes! Oh, no fun, league.
Net is off.
Of course the net's off. What isn't the net off? Did you hear who got the assist, Andrew?
I heard Moran.
Okay, Connor Moran.
I heard 18 Moran, and that's all I got.
Yeah, the net came off, so no goal, no fun league, NFL. Ooh.
I do believe
It's only 7.
in the NHL that would probably still count. If the puck is going in
It would.
while the net is dislodged.
I believe so.
But it is not an ACHA rule.
No, maybe something will change one day. Oh, what is Colbert doing? Oh, hey, Patrick, get in your net. He's okay, that's better. Leave it off for Purdue. There we go.
Who is on the ice?
Yes.
Maybe
No,
he'll
I don't
get a
see.
point.
I don't see him. Reed gets that puck stripped away through center. Reeder has one tonight so far. Sends it across to Matt Purdue. Yes, that is Matt Purdue. Sharamonte out wide fires one into the breadbasket. Stop there, and look who's on the ice, Andrew, in front of that goal crease. Is that Trevor Kohlberg?
It's Trevor Kohlberg. I think Joseph realized, Coach Joseph's like, well, if we're getting so many, we might as well get them all. As I don't know anyone else who does not have a goal in their career.
Looking through. No. Merton got his. Yeah. It's literally just Kohlberg.
It's just those 4
And the goalies.
and the goalies. Just those 4 coming into this game. So they're going to try and feed it to him, I bet, most of this power play.
Palumbo is going to roll this one. Goes behind the net with it for Sharamonte. Kohlberg's going to sit in front of the net. And is going to be the one to hopefully try to get a little bounce his way to put in. It's caught in the skate of Butler.
No, it's caught in the stick.
Stick.
Trying to hold it, kill time as much as they can, get out of this game.
Kohlberg having a good chuckle. Or Kohlberg. Yeah, Kohlberg. That's it. In front having a good chuckle. Here's Reed shot attempt off the post. Purdue looking to keep alive. He will. Sends it along the wall, and they'll keep it in. Yes, they will. Reed.
Even strength.
Sharamonte fires one. Rebound in front. Kohlberg was right there, but Halyama diving to keep that one out. Oh, so close was Trevor Kohlberg.
That was actually Palumbo.
No,
who had
on the
shot in
rebound.
front. Oh, Palumbo was on the rebound.
So there's multiple rebounds.
Yes.
There's like
Palumbo's
3.
shot got gloved. Kohlberg was there in case there was another one.
Yeah, there's waiting for another
There
one.
we go.
I was saying it's still right there.
It's right there.
He's still there. I think Kohlberg should play the rest of the game.
I think
No
so
breaks.
too. No more breaks.
Burn over to Hurst. Hurst with some space. Fires one glove stop. And what is this? Is the net off again?
No, I believe he thought he had it.
Oh,
Because it was in and out the glove. Little bit of a quick whistle there.
very quick.
Very quick.
Giving Halyama a little bit of a break. So there would be a change if they wanted it. Both teams elect not to. 6:13 to go. Off the draw, Zerner, clean win to Hurst. Off the draw, rebound is there, Hurst. Moving around with it. Gonna send that into the corner for Zerner. He's tied up. Zerner down there with Ragno. Hey guys, right in front of us. Let's see, that's some good body battles. Who's gonna come out with it? It's Ragno. Coming back the other way, good stick there from Ethan Isaac, but a chance going across for Cole Bird. He's gonna make the stop. Hurst couldn't get there in time. Ragno skating back with it. Goes across for Byrne off of his stick. Rebound is there for Barger. Turned right back over to Isaac. Isaac fans on the first attempt. That's the first bad thing we can say about him tonight. Going up against his fellow number 25 friend. Shot coming in and stopped by Cole Byrne with 5:16 left on the third period clock. It's 7-0, Andrew. The extra point was good. But if we look back at the CMU DK and D3 first D4 game, it is still 9-1.
It is still 9-1.
The question will be who will score more.
Yes.
I didn't think this was going to be a competition.
Especially after the shorter amount of goals through the first two periods.
That's true. There's an offsides call on Duquesne. That trickled right off the stick of the lone defender back there, and this will come outside now.
Going into the third period of this game, there were 4 goals. Going into the third period of the D3 Duquesne game, there were 10. So now there's only 3 in between.
Sawyer Courts has not come back yet, by the way.
That is not good news for the Duquesne Dukes.
And off the faceoff, we get another whistle and an extra love tap.
Another offside.
Blue line, blue line, blue line, blue line.
Yep.
So we're going to try it again for the third time outside the offensive zone here. Purdue wanted a penalty, as not sure who was the receiving end off of the slash between him and Purdue after the play. I'm surprised, Andrew. Duquesne has been a team that's always been decently physical.
Yes.
And there has not been a ton of physicality in this game.
There has not been. I feel like they've had more physicality against themselves than against RMU. They've seen about 3 hits go against their own team.
It's a little different. And it doesn't seem as much fight in the Duquesne team that we've seen in recent years, especially. There's a turning shot sailing wide of the net. In divisional play, Andrew, they're only 1-4, and their lone win was against Mercyhurst. And then they end up playing them for a second time there. And, they did not win. Now here's some pushing and shoving behind the play as Purdue is going to get called here for an extra whack. And, yes, Mrs. Byrne, 5'7", might be a little generous to Rob Byrne. So Purdue's going to sit here for 2 minutes for cross-checking, roughing, interference, whatever you want to call it.
I'm confused because Duquesne had the puck.
Yeah, I guess
when the whistle was blown, Duquesne had the puck.
They're going to call him for a cross-check. And with 4:19, they're going to have at least half of the remaining part of this game to trial some power play stuff against Colburn. Looks strong so far tonight. Hasn't seen too much his way. The one thing I'm a little shocked here, Andrew, is they didn't go both ways with the penalty, but the draw's going to come outside.
I'm a little shocked.
We're making up rules as
I
we go.
don't know the exact rule.
We're making up rules as we go. We're just trying to get through this game. That's what we're doing right now. Here's Sharamonti on the penalty kill. Out wide, fires one towards the net, towards Moran's direction. That'll go wide. And look at these 2 speedy forwards getting back. That's why they're 2 of the best. Shot coming across. Hoyen, shot blocked away by Colburn. And that'll be sent the length of the ice. Good work there from Colburn. Coming out of his crease, once again, a little aggressive. Uh-oh, turnover. Moran, a chance in front. Pickpocketing. Good
stick there by Hoyen.
Uh-oh. Did the light?
Lights definitely got dim.
We just lost the light. No, please don't turn off the lights again.
That happened during setup.
Yeah, 3 times.
The whole arena just went dark.
So if we could avoid that today, that would be great. Thank you. 1:05 to go here on this power play attempt for Duquesne. Walker with some speed racing to it. The Dukes. Isaac bodies that one away. Wrestling away there with Reinbold. And we'll get I believe, a hand pass?
High stick.
High stick. What do we got here?
as we're getting into ejection here.
Yep. I'm not sure what. It had to have been something he said.
It had to be words. I'm pretty sure it's a 10 misconduct for just a 10 misconduct.
Yeah, so Don Medallo is out of here.
I believe it's something he said.
It had to have been. There's nothing really that was. I saw him pointing towards ejection. I was wondering. I'm like, wait, what did he do?
Unless, can you get a 5 for high sticking?
There's no blood. There would be a penalty.
Yeah. There's no penalty at all. As there's
So
still
it's a
5 on the ice.
yeah, it's just 10 minutes
It's
misconduct.
just a 10 minute misconduct. Must have been vocally.
It had to have been. I'm not sure what happened in that little scruffle there, but Medallo said something quickly, and immediately the ref pointed out. So I'm not sure. But now they're down a third player because I don't believe Shane Nolan has taken much ice time since his penalty or his injury.
I don't believe so either.
So they're without 3 players now.
It's
For
a little
Duquesne, I don't think it
late
get any
whacker by
worse.
George.
Can't really get any worse. Just as a game misconduct.
Yeah. So, had to be a vocally something that was said.
And look at the stand-up. Hey, big boy Bernie, standing like 6'7" on that one, making the play. Penalty's expired, as Purdue will be set free from his cage. And the Dukes look to move this forward. 2:10 to go. Colburn plays it out. Zerner sticks it forward. Gets around one, fighting with a fellow 19 there. As he went up against Palmer. Yay, a numbers game. Woo, more of them. You know, that's the fun thing with club hockey is everyone has the same number for the most part. So you can play the numbers game a lot.
Unless you're one of those weird teams that let people pick any number.
Yeah, or you have 29. Thanks, Rob Warner. You have a goalie number. Retreating back here are the Dukes. They look to move forward. There he is. There's Warner. Warner coming in shot. Saved by Colburn. He will hold 92 seconds, or a minute 30 left to minute 32, excuse me, left to go in this one, Andrew. As we get a little bit of figure skating music now.
Yes.
It makes me want to dance.
This Thanksgiving weekend, it's a rare occasion. We got 4 teams, RMU playing this weekend, but only 4 games. It's a rare occasion where D1's not playing twice, D3's not playing twice. It's not a rare occasion that we don't play twice.
Yes.
But D2 is not playing twice. Only 4 games, and there's 1 for each team on this Thanksgiving weekend.
Well, D2's more of a practice.
No, they have a game on Sunday.
Oh, they do. That's all right. They have Ohio State.
They have Ohio. They're at Ohio State on Sunday.
And 3 to 4 days.
Yeah.
So the only 2 are tomorrow are you guys in D3.
Yes. Tomorrow at
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
For both times. Literally.
No. 7:45 will be D4 at CMU. That will be the 4-1 RMU D4 Colonials versus the presumably, as it is now 10-1, 0-4 CMU Tartans.
And then on the division, Moran with a little trip there, but nothing called. But the D3 Colonials going up against the first place St. Vincent Bearcats, who are ranked 22 in the nation. So that'll be a fun one tomorrow here on the Olympic Arena. As the fight for first place in that division is on.
And then on Sunday, it will be at Ohio State. The D2 Women's Colonials will try and get their win back against Ohio State that they lost 2 weeks ago, I believe.
Yes.
As they will try and get back at that one after the loss to Ohio State last time.
Thrown in by Strutt. Oh, he gets cross-checked from behind. And Shane Nolan's on the ice. But RMU's bench very happy that Nolan will take a seat as not called for. And there goes Nolan. Well, how about 4 players gone?
No, he
was
the second one.
Well, regardless, he's 1 off the ice here.
3 are now not coming back.
Well, it doesn't. There's 12.5 seconds. But I don't know. Not called for, especially to the back there. Strutt in a vulnerable position. Not a huge fan of that one. But we're going to have a power play.
It's frustration boiling over,
yeah,
I
pretty
believe.
much. Off the draw for Kohlberg. I couldn't get there.
They were trying for him.
Lloyd fires one. That'll sail high over the net here. Patrick says the field goal is good.
So does Isaac.
3 seconds, 2 and 1. And Patrick Colburn, congratulations. Your first career shutout as a Colonial. And the Colonials will take the victory in this one. 7-0 in a low-scoring football game.
A very low-scoring football game. 1-score game in football. As this one is going to be an easy win, I believe, for the Colonials. Not much panic on their end.
Not at all, and you're going to go into Thanksgiving break with a outstanding win here. And you got scoring from all 4 lines, which is, I think, the biggest thing for this Colonial squad tonight, Andrew.
A very big thing, as they were able to get depth scoring completely. 2, 3, I believe. I mean, first career goals. 1 for Strutt, 1 for Martin, 1 for Finnegan, as he's been a big part of this team. Finally gets on the scoreboard in the first column.
It took long enough for Finnegan. He's been looking for a long time, but he finally get it. As we're going to see Keith Reed getting a little sniper action over towards the goal crates, as they'll salute the crowd and get some pictures on with obviously a crosstown rivalry, the Route 65 rivalry.
Yes.
So it's Sharamonte and Scholes will be the ones to take pictures here, of course, the Davenport boys. Always good to see. Both really good guys. Scholes, happy to see him back here in the Pittsburgh region as well. We get a little bit more fun, as it looks like I think Purdue is chatting it up here at number 18 of Duquesne and CJ Simone, along with Gio Palumbo. Old teammates.
I
Get
presume.
some pictures, yep. The old Central boys.
Yes.
The Central Catholic boys. We'll throw it back over here for a second here. No? No. Oh, why is it on? Okay. Oh, it's on us. Throw it back over. We're going to throw it back over for a second here. All right, go on, Lance. Show the picture here. There we go. Oh,
no, we can't see. There's
boo.
boo.
All right, back to us. I know. You guys don't want to see us. It's okay.
No. Who would want to see us?
Yeah, at the end of the game here, it's 7-0, Andrew. Let's run through the goals real quick here, and we'll do our 3 stars.
All right.
Before we wrap it up, let's go here. Travis Strutt got us going here early on with an absolute snipe for his first career goal, assisted by Braden Martin, his first career point. Second goal, on 4-on-4, Keith Reed finds the back of the net on home ice, his 7th of the season, assisted by Giovanni Palumbo for point number 88 of his career. David Zerner gets his 2nd of the season, assisted by Corbin Ragno. Then a power play goal from Corbin Ragno, his 2nd power play goal, his 7th of the season, assisted by Draper and Mike Hurst. Anthony Sharamonte found the back of the net, dangling and going for the one-tuck 5-hole, an absolute beauty, assisted by Alejandro Pud de la Fuente and Matt Purdue. And then Braden Martin, first career goal, assisted by Alejandro Pud de la Fuente. And Trevor Colberg, who we're giving the assist to. They gave to Matt Purdue. And then the final goal, Andrew Finnegan, his first career goal, assisted by Connor Moran. And then for Patrick Colburn, his first career shutout on home ice. His first career attaboy, Patrick. We have a lot of firsts to go around here today.
A lot of firsts.
Man, but in the end, you're all right, Andrew. It's 3 stars time.
3 stars. I was thinking about this the whole time you were reading that. For number 3, I'm going to go with Alejandro Apud. 2 primary. Alejandro Apud de la Fuente. De la Fuente. For my 2nd star, I'm going to go with a mix of Braden Martin, Travis Strutt, and Andrew Finnegan. I'm picking 3 people for the 2nd star, all getting their first career goals. Great for them. And first star, I got to go with it. Patrick Colburn gets his first career shutout in an incredible game for him.
Couldn't say any better myself, Andrew.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So for tomorrow, as we mentioned, you guys take on CMU, divisional matchup at 7:45. But for us, we have a basketball game tomorrow as our RMU Club Basketball takes on Clarion University at noon Eastern Time from the RMU Campus Rec Center. And then after that, the very important, the crucial St. Vincent Bearcats, number 22 ranked in the country, first in the CHE, will visit RMU tomorrow at 8:30 for a huge game. You don't want to miss it. For both of those games, very, very big ones. The basketball one as well.
Yes.
That's 3 very big games tomorrow across the board for RMU.
Yes.
But for our whole crew here, it's been great having you guys. Hope you enjoyed as much as we did as RMU defeats the Duquesne Dukes by a final score of 7-0. We'll see you guys tomorrow.